My advice would be to stay well clear of Tesla. Stay well clear of Tesla. Well clear of Tesla.
Okay, I was wrong about Tesla stock. I'll admit it, I was wrong. Back in May when I posted that video, I didn't want to be involved in a company or invest in a company that did not have consecutive profits for a full year yet. However, they have now achieved this, so I wanted to have another look and see what all the fuss is about. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Euan. On this channel we talk about personal finance and investing in the stock market, so if that tickles your fancy, then please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then join the journey. And just remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random dude with a DIY haircut, so please do your own research before investing your capital. So let's get into it. If I'd invested just $1,000 into Tesla on the 18th of May, when I made this video, I would have made 150% return in just 4 short months.
I'm not crying. You're crying?
150% in 4 months, that's all well and good, but I'm not going to pretend that the stock price for Tesla is not overvalued. But as Publius Sirius? Wait mate, researcher? Or intern? Is that a joke? Is that a joke? No, it's not a joke. Publius Sirius. Anyway, he wrote, something is only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. So by that logic, if people are still buying it at that price, then it is worth that price. And that obviously doesn't mean that it won't grow in the future. It just might mean that it might dip before it grows. And you never know. There's only one way to find out. So why was I wrong about Tesla stock then? For starters, although I'm a long-term dividend investor, the 150% return would have been kind of nice. And now you're probably thinking, Euan, why are you even bothering investing in Tesla if they're not a dividend stock? And my answer to that is, well, obviously it's not a dividend stock, but that doesn't stop me from investing in non-dividend stocks. I don't have to have my whole portfolio as just dividend stocks because that would be a bit silly. It would be like telling David Beckham that because he's a free kick taker, he can't score goals in open play. I don't know if that analogy makes sense, but hopefully it did. Essentially, I'm saying, although it's not my primary focus to invest in volatile growth stocks like Tesla or Google or Amazon, doesn't mean I can't actually invest in them because they are still going to add to my portfolio and hopefully make some good gains down the line. And the reason for Tesla especially being so volatile is that there are a lot of people trading the stock, so a lot of people coming in low and then trying to sell high and vice versa, which I think is distorting the share price a little and making it harder to actually see what the value is and how much the share prices actually should be. Although this is the case and the share price is pretty volatile, if you take Warren Buffett's advice and look at the company's fundamentals of the business, then you won't even need to worry about looking at the share price and you'll pay what you pay because you know that this is business that is good. And that is my personal opinion at the moment. There are 2 more reasons why I was definitely wrong about Tesla stock, and these are the major reasons why I had a change of heart. So here goes. 1 being Elon Musk, and 2 being automation / the autopilot system. For the last few months, I've been listening to Elon Musk by Ashley Vance. If you want to listen as well, then there's an Audible link down in the description which will allow you to get 30 days free of Audible, and you'll also get this book for free. So if you do want to check it out, then the link is in the description below. The book goes through Elon Musk's life and what he did to get where he is, and how he did it, and what his mind was like at certain points in his life. And I personally think Elon Musk is a once-in-a-lifetime entrepreneur and a visionary. He's made a ton of money in his lifetime, and if he wanted to, I'm sure he would not need to work another day in his life. But why does he do it? Why does he work? And why does he run 3 companies? I believe he wants to change the world. He might be an eccentric billionaire, he might be a bit of an oddball, but I truly believe that he wants to change the world. If he didn't want to change the world, then he'd be doing what Dan Bilzerian's doing, or no longer doing, instead of building a massive company in Tesla and another game-changing company in SpaceX. So I'm personally not going to invest in Tesla purely because of Elon, but he is definitely a factor in my decision making. This brings up a good point, is that you should look into the people who run the company that you want to invest in. Although Elon Musk is a bit of an oddball, he is pretty much an open book. You can tell that he wants to do this. You can tell that he's got a good heart. So that's definitely one thing that you should consider when looking and researching into companies. Because you never know, you might find an even Audible who is very shady, not in the public, and they could be doing shady things like HSBC. So the more fundamental reason, and the second biggest reason why I'm investing in Tesla now, is the automation / the autopilot feature in their cars. I was listening to the Iced Coffee Hour by Graham Stephan and Jack, shout out them, and they had a special guest on MeetKevin, and he was talking about his Tesla and how it has evolved since he bought it. So he bought it and it was absolutely rubbish, as he said, and it wasn't working, it wasn't functioning, and over the 2 years that he had it, it evolved. They updated it from afar from their centralized office, and it turned into a car that he could use, and that was a lot better, and improvements on improvements on improvements, and updates, and it made it into a car that he enjoyed, and that's how he started investing in Tesla. And at that point I was like, well, it's just updating like any phone would, so I suppose that's the advantage of having a Tesla over a standard petrol car like my little Corsa. But then he went on to say that the autopilot that he began with was pretty rubbish and unreliable. Whereas recently he got to a point where he could actually, I'm not condoning this, but he actually edited a whole video on his laptop while it was on autopilot, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Obviously very dangerous, but still mind-blowing. Then on top of this, in the early hours of this morning, Cathie Wood, one of the most successful investors over the last few decades, actually tweeted about Tesla. She tweeted that all the financial analysts analysing Tesla were actually wrong. And a lot of investors got scared after Battery Day and sold a lot of their stocks because they didn't think that Tesla was gonna grow like they thought it would, basically. And she also tweeted in the thread, which I'll link below, that the EV market is about to hit an exponential curve and go like this, which is obviously predicting the future, but I personally believe her. I believe the electric vehicle market is still in the early days, and I'm just a bit disappointed that I didn't look properly into this earlier and invest into it sooner. And she claims that there's going to be an exponential rise for the next 5 to 10 years. So it might be worth doing some more research into Tesla and having a look to see if it's worth investing for yourself and other electric vehicles, because it's the future. Have you not seen iRobot? So now my plan of action involves two things which I want to do with my newfound love, Tesla. I joke, obviously, it's only a weekend fling at the moment. My first plan is to invest in eCar, which shockingly involves e-cars, or electric cars as they otherwise may be known. And Tesla represents 4% of this ETF, so that is a way to get involved with investing in Tesla. And it also contains a number of other electric vehicle companies that are trying to make it big in the electric vehicle market, which is said to be growing rapidly. And hopefully for Tesla investors or EV investors, it will replace the diesel / petrol cars. And investing in an EV ETF, this will allow me to reduce my risk when investing in Tesla and electric vehicles, because it will be spread across a number of companies. So although I'll be investing in Tesla, it won't be fully MeetKevin and investing 4-point-something million into Tesla. And as I said earlier, Tesla is quite a volatile stock, so it will prevent the up and down heartache that comes with owning Tesla. And the second part of the plan, and I didn't think I'd be saying this, is actually I'm going to be adding Tesla to my millionaire pie on Trading 212. And I'm hoping it will get me to that millionaire status, that £1 million that I want invested in that pie, a little bit faster. It won't be a massive portion of my pie. It'll probably be between 1% and 5% of my pie, but I'm truly eating humble pie and saying that I was wrong about Tesla stock, not only because it's risen so much in the last 4 months, just because of this newfound information that I found and the belief after them making profit for a whole entire year that they can actually continue doing this and take over the car industry, take over the electric vehicle industry. Well, actually they've already done, but just continue doing a good job. And while I'm eating that humble pie, I was thinking that it's good to be accountable for your words and change your mind when new information comes along, because if you're truly set in one way, then you can't hear the outside noises that might be telling you something different. They might be telling you that there is a good opportunity. You need to be prepared to do your research and listen to the outside voices and block out the ones that are just silly. Block out the haters. They have a long way to go to be the best automaker or car manufacturer in the world, and there are definitely less risky stocks that I could put my money in. But I'm putting skin in the game, and I will be investing in Tesla and this ETF that I did say, because I think that they will continue to grow and be the biggest maker of cars, because I truly believe in what Elon is preaching and what he's doing, and all the other reasons that I stated earlier. But that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed me eating humble pie and saying that I was wrong about Tesla stock, but you've got to change your mind sometimes, and you've got to take in that new information. If you did like it, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to hit 10k by the end of the year, and comment if you're ever going to buy a Tesla. And don't forget, we've got a Discord group which is in the link below, so go join that if you fancy talking about investing, personal finance, or just general YouTube stuff, because there's a nice little community going over there. And also there's a Patreon where me and Panda Boss Anna are doing video monthly calls where you can chat to us. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one, so peace.
Tesla.
But I'm not going to pretend that the Tesla. I was listening to the. There are two more reasons why I think. There are two more reasons why I was wrong about Tesla stock, and there are two more reasons why I. So Euan, we need to move to the next. This is at the end, yeah.